Hello guys, my name is Will Fonseca. Welcome to my channel. I analyze stocks. I'm not a day trader. I'm more of a swing trader. And then some stocks I like to DCA into for the long term, such as, let's say, an Apple stock that I believe is going to do well for a number of years. They're not going anywhere, and I feel it's a safe investment. But there are times in which it's better to buy this stock than others. So even though sometimes it's better to have time in the market, but there are strategic ways to get into these stocks at a discount if you have the patience to wait. So what I like to look at right now, let's look at the price of Apple right now. It's $231, and it's just been killing it over the last, for years now. It's just been killing it. It's been going, setting new highs, and it's in an upward trajectory. And they have a whole new line of Apple products coming out next week, so that's also probably going to give it a boost as well. And they're always innovating, and they have a huge customer base around the world globally. So as I feel, it's a company that's is going to continue to do well. But right now, as you can see, let's say if we look at the stochastic RSI, it's starting to point down. It feels like it needs a little bit of a rest, and I would prefer to wait until the stochastic moves all the way down here to the green bar, settles there, and that for me would be a buy zone. Now, another thing I would look at on this is the 2 week, as a matter of fact. For the green RSI to hit around the 50 mark, as you can see historically, it's bounced off this 50 mark to set new highs. So that's usually a very, very good entry point, or even slightly below the 50 mark. So right now the RSI is sitting at 65 on the 2 week, and it's a little bit high, and that kind of signals to me that it's going to kind of revert back down to this 50 area, and the stochastic, which is currently pointing down, bringing like a downward momentum, is probably going to bring the price down closer to this 20 week moving average, and that right now is at $214. As you can see the chart, usually the price doesn't like to go too far away from the moving average. So if it's overextended, it likes to come back and touch base on this moving average, and sometimes break it below the moving average. And anytime you see the Apple stock below this 20-week moving average, bouncing off this 50-week moving average, that is a great time to either dollar cost average or go into a trade, and pretty much telling you that Apple is at a discount. So right now we're kind of overextended above this moving average. It's been that way for a good amount of time now at 230, so it wouldn't surprise me to revisit some support area here at around 213, 215, while this stochastic goes and resets at the bottom to start moving up again for another leg up. If we look at the weekly chart, same thing here, almost the same thing. We zoom in a little bit to the weekly. The best time, let's say, this year to buy was around April here, where the price was at about $70. Look how beautiful this works out. Same type of strategy here. We waited for the stochastic to hit down below the 10 level, and you could have scooped Apple at a very good price at around 170, and then just kind of rode it back up as the stochastic hit the overbought areas. And look where the RSI was. The RSI was below the 50 mark. This is very clean here. I feel like every time the Apple price and the RSI went below the 50 area, it was just a magnificent time to scoop up some Apple stock. So on the weekly, I feel like this might even be a fake out. Like the stochastic are starting to point up. We might see a little bounce up and then bounce back down, because on the RSI, I'm seeing that it's a little bit overbought, and I feel like it's been a while since it retested this 50 mark. So I wouldn't surprise me if we get a little slope down. We hit the 50-day moving average at around maybe 205, and start a new leg up. So anytime you can scoop up this Apple stock below the RSI at 40 or below 50, then for me that would be a great opportunity to jump in and buy some Apple stock. In the 3 week, which is zooming out even more, you see how far the price is from the moving average. So for me, it's a little bit dangerous to get into Apple right now, because there's always a lot of chance for the downside for the price to touch that moving average, which is on the 3 week it's $210, and the stochastic and the RSI are way overextended. So anyway, that's my video for today, guys. Let me know what you think about the strategy. Are you an Apple stock fan? Are you an Apple product fan? Let me know. I find these charts fascinating. Let me know also what other stocks you'd like me to cover. Thanks for watching. I'm Will Fonseca. See you guys in the next one. Peace.